Okay, this is Spawn TV Live. My name is Yekezi Zobel. Three persons so far I've seen have been discovered unconscious here at the Old Road Junction, right opposite the Nigeria House. And I see police authority here trying to, take those individuals. They actually appear to be dead, but I don't want to absolutely say they are dead because I'm not a medical practitioner, but they appear to be dead. Three persons, and according to information, that was as a result of an early morning motor accident.
So where you the car you
Okay, so it actually appears to be an accident because we see a car on the opposite at the Nigeria House end, somersaulted. So that appears to be an accident. And the three individuals here appear to be dead. Three individuals.
Go down long time.
Okay. So a lot of crowds here. Police authority here. One person has been taken to the ambulance. Two other persons are here in the drainage. If you should look across the road over there, you see a jeep somersaulted around the German embassy end, right adjacent to the Nigerian house. But it appears that
Just back.
okay, another body here. Excuse me. Sorry.
You see the guy?
Another body here.
You take it, please.
So folks, three individuals here, three bodies here appear to be lifeless. Caption the podcast, the life as unconscious because it is the medical practitioners who will determine as to whether they are dead, but they actually appear to be dead. And this is said to be as a result of a motor accident. Three individuals, folks. A very, very sad moment here at the Old Road Junction. Family members, friends, and acquaintances here, mourning and mourning and mourning and mourning. According to some folks I've already spoken to, they said the accident might have occurred early this morning at 4 o'clock. And the three bodies were seen in the drainage here. So it's about this time that we are seeing the ambulance and police officers around making away with the body. But they appeared dead. They appear dead. The legs broken many times, and we see blood oozing from some of the bodies here. So it is a very, very sad moment here at the Old Road Junction. After here, we cross the road, go on the opposite side of the road to show you the car that might have been involved in this accident. But the bodies have already been removed and placed into the ambulance here. So the ambulance is now taking the body away. Okay. So, folks, the bodies appear to be lifeless, have been taken away, and we want to go on the opposite side of the road to show you a view of this vehicle that might have been involved in this accident. This is the vehicle. It's completely upside down. Someone saw it. That's why it is here, and it is right before the Nigerian house and the German embassy here. This is the vehicle. So I just abruptly came across this while, you know, heading from an early morning exercise, and we are being told to go the way, but I don't, you know, have any identity here to show. So I hope I can speak with the police officers here. So this is what actually happened here, folks. Early this morning, according to information, this vehicle someone saw it, and of course, you know, the bodies are all the way across the road. As you can see over there, the bodies are in the drainage across the road, but then the vehicle came all the way here, and you know, someone saw it. I can't exactly tell you who was driving the vehicle, but it doesn't appear that the vehicle collided. It doesn't appear that it collided with another vehicle. Probably the driver lost control from the look of things here. And three persons were seen lying with blood oozing from their bodies in the nearby drainage. The drainage that is right beside the Cross the King fence. The incident occurred around the Old Road Junction, opposite the Nigerian house and that of the German embassy here. Yeah. So, as per what I have been told by some of the eyewitnesses here, some of those who have been on the ground, the incident might have occurred as early as 4 o'clock this morning, and apparently nobody was around to, you know, help those involved in the accident. and it is just right about now that their bodies are being, have been removed from where they've been since 4 o'clock this morning. So we hope to go back across the road. I mean, we saw a lot of our family members, friends, relatives, and acquaintances of those individuals. They were able to identify, the bodies that appeared, lifeless, and a lot of them were crying. They were moaning, and all of that. But we hope to, get across the road to speak to some of those who've been around since this morning, or who may have known about the situation as early as possible, to, explain to us what actually happened. But what we are seeing appears to be an accident, and 3 bodies were discovered in a drainage, and those bodies appear lifeless. So it is one of the medical practitioners who confirmed that they are actually dead, but they appear dead. I was able to, see some of the bodies. Several body parts got broken several times, and it tells you how terrible and horrible this accident was here this morning. So let's try to cross the road to see if we can speak to some Liberians, some eyewitnesses, to hear from them what actually happened, and to get to show you where those bodies were actually lying, please. We want to show you where those bodies were actually discovered this morning. 3 individuals appear to be lifeless. So this is the exact drainage. Okay, this is where the bodies were discovered. This is where the 3 bodies were discovered. 2 males and a female is what I saw. 2 males and a female is what I saw. In fact. Yeah, so that's it here. That's it. This is exactly where the bodies were discovered. And adjacent it is the Crested King fence. So if you know this vicinity, you going to exactly identify this area. Spoon TV Live. My name is Yekezi Swobe. So let's get to speak to some of those who might be willing to speak to us here this morning. Sir, how are you? Welcome to Spoon TV. How are you? Do you have any knowledge? Were you here when this incident occurred, or do you have any, information as to how it occurred?
It's my neighbor.
Okay. One of the persons who died is your neighbor.
Yes, my neighbor.
What's his name?
His name Mohammed.
Mohammed. Okay. Okay, he sells at Aminata gas station.
Yes.
At Catholic Junction.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I saw people crying this morning. They say, Mohammed died. I said, who Mohammed? They say, your friend Mohammed. I said, no. The man here myself was sitting last night to the gas station lecturing. People telling me this morning, say the man died, say the man died to the beach. When he carried him to the beach this morning, say we don't know. Before I got to know that the man died by car accident, I went to the gas station. The man died by car accident. I said, where? Get the Nigerian house. I begin to walk and come and check it.
Wow.
I have my friend right here. I say, where's the car in front of me? She had the car way across there.
Does Mohammed own a car?
No. He didn't have car. He didn't have motorcycle.
Motorcycle.
Yeah, that's what he have. But this one, he went to go jog.
He went to go jog?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you. So besides Mohammed, do you know any of the other two persons?
No.
You don't? Okay, thank you very much, sir. So how are you? You want to speak to Spoon TV?
No.
Okay, thank you. Spoon TV Live. How are you, sir? Welcome to Spoon TV.
No, bro, I didn't talk to you.
All right. Folks are shying away here, but I actually want to talk to individuals who might have, you know, information about the incident here this morning. Let's see if we can talk to you, sir. Welcome to Spoon TV, sir.
How are you?
I'm okay. As you here this morning, do you have any, you know, idea as to what happened here this morning? We are seeing three bodies that appear lifeless. Do you have any idea?
Well, I didn't see the body. I must say I do the blue flag funny.
Oh, okay.
The blue flag funny, and the other one, what they see the body was, I already removed the two body or lady or man. I said I already removed the body. But there's a car, there's an accident car that parking on the other side in front of the Nigerian house between Nigerian house and German embassy or Chile. Who are someone
Okay.
People see the body, but people see that there's a fellow that they know.
Yeah.
Jockey.
Yeah.
Jockey knew when the incident occurred. He always went at the gas station. Joshua Minor, speaking for Old Road Junction.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much for speaking to Spoon TV. Folks telling us what they know here about the incident. Hello, man. How are you? Can you speak to Spoon TV? Okay. So she's shying away from interview. But folks, it's a very, very sad moment here at the Catholic Junction. We are being told by folks who know one of the victims. They've said his name is Mohammed, and Mohammed sold at the Catholic Junction around the Aminata area. And according to information, he had waken up early this morning, you know, to go jogging, and probably it was during that time that he met this very, you know, sad situation. So there are a lot of questions to be answered because on the other side here we see the vehicle is about to be removed. We are seeing a tow truck trying to remove the vehicle, the Somerset vehicle. So let's just cross to see. So there are a lot of questions to be answered. There are a lot of concerns here, because we see this vehicle all the way this way around the Nigerian house area, and we see the bodies across the road, you know, in the drainage around the Crash the King fence. So there are questions about how this might have happened. How did the bodies go all the way there into the drainage? Those are questions that folks are asking here. They are looking at the possibility of that. But It is only the police that can investigate to tell us exactly what happened. But the somersaulted vehicle is about to be removed from this end. So if you just joined us, we are live from the Catholic Junction area. Currently we are standing right near the Nigerian house and the German embassy here, where an accident is said to have occurred very early this morning, and 3 persons discovered in a drainage. They all appeared lifeless. They've been removed and taken to the health facility. One of the individuals is said to be called Mohammed. Mohammed is said to be the name of the male among the 3. So actually it's 2 male and a female. So what's happening now is the tow truck trying to remove the somersaulted vehicle. So we cannot tell exactly who was the driver of the vehicle. We cannot say for sure whether this was a hit and run incident, but it appears to be. But we cannot say that for sure. Only an investigation will clearly or emphatically say that. But we don't know if, one of the 3 individuals who was found lifeless, or who appeared to be lifeless, we don't know if any of them, was the driver of the vehicle. But there are more questions. There are more questions from our witnesses here, because as you can see there, across the road, right beside the Christ the King fence, where you see a group of folks standing, behind them is where you have the drainage. And it is in that drainage that the 3 individuals were discovered lying with blood oozing from their bodies. And the vehicle itself is a little distance away from that area. So you have to cross the road from that end right before the German embassy fence before you can, you know, get to the vehicle.
This is the main. Here is the main famous.
And folks, this incident is even increasing traffic congestion at this end. Usually there's traffic congestion at this end because of the road works along the Boulevard route. So there's a little bit of traffic congestion here. Currently you have the tow truck on the main road trying to remove the somersaulted vehicle here.
That's where they made it. So for example, the lady was sitting here.
Okay, so the Jeep is a 4-runner Jeep, and I'm seeing the inscription on the Jeep here. I'm seeing an Invor Grove inscription here. The Invor is spelled I-N-V-E-R, Grove, Toyota. Yeah, Invor Grove, Toyota, and you can see the lessons there from afar. And it's a 4-runner Jeep. A 4-runner Jeep. This is a 4-runner Jeep. And we are hearing hearsay from bystanders that the driver of this 4-runner Jeep might have been a lady, and that lady might have escaped after the incident. that is just a hearsay. That is just what we are hearing in the grapevine here. But the police are here doing their own investigation. We're seeing the taking of pictures. So the police are taking up documents. They are trying to, peruse the documents in the vehicle to aid with their investigation. So folks, if you just joined the live, we're coming to you live from the Old Road Junction, right opposite the Nigerian house. And the German embassy here. What appears to be a very, very terrible accident occurred here this morning with 3 persons being discovered in a drainage, and they all appear lifeless. According to our witnesses, the incident occurred early this morning at about 4 o'clock. And one of the victims of the accident was identified by bystanders. And his name is said to be Mohammed. And one of the ladies, in fact, the only lady involved in the accident, I heard family members crying out her name loud. And she was being referred to as Mercy. So, it's sad. Their bodies have been removed, taken to health facility. As to whether they are still alive or not, it is the medical practitioners who will determine that. But the condition they were seeing in, and for how long, they've been lying over there in the drainage, it appears that they are already lifeless. But there's a possibility that, people can go unconscious. And so that's why we look over to the medical practitioner to confirm as to whether all 3 individuals involved in this accident are dead or not. Okay, so the vehicle is now being taken away now. It has been removed from its position. This is actually where the vehicle was. We see a collided collided with several objects here. So folks, that is it. This is exactly where the somersaulted vehicle was removed from just now. But we still have police officers here on the scene trying to gather, you know, evidence. So I'm seeing a photo, and
Oh, you want to my full page?
yeah. So we are seeing some alcoholic beverage bottles in the from the vehicle, and now the police have left the scene. You see bystanders now looking on. Okay, I apologize for that. But folks, that is it right here. Do not be surprised if you're heading to town and there's a very huge traffic congestion than expected. It's because of this situation here. Already roadworks are ongoing along the Boulevard route, and that has been a major factor for a huge traffic congestion along the Congo-Town belt. And this incident has just this morning escalated the situation. So that's it, folks. Many thanks for following. As the tow truck leaves with the crashed vehicle, and so we are trying to depart the scene as well. But just before we leave, for the sake of those of you just coming in, we will cross the road to again give you a view of where the three bodies were discovered this morning. Those individuals who are said to have been involved in the accident here this morning. So we are trying to make our way across the road, trying to navigate between the vehicles here to go to the other side of the road to give you the view of the drainage where this incident occurred. Okay. So folks, again, this is the drainage where the individuals were found. This is the drainage, is right adjacent the across the king fence here, and directly opposite the Nigeria house here in Congo Town. And right beside the road, stretching to the Old Road area. So this is where all of the bodies were discovered. I cannot for sure say all of those bodies were lifeless, but that's how they appear to be, and the condition that they were seen in. No one seeing them with their naked eyes who say, you know, they are alive, or whether they will even survive, because the condition was the bodies were in a very, 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 very terrible condition. So that is it. And just to summarize everything, we were able to speak to bystanders, eyewitnesses who might have been here early this morning, or who might have an idea of the incident here. And they say one of the individuals is a businessman at the Catholic Junction. He sells around the Aminata gas station area. His name is Mohammed. Mohammed, according to one of the eyewitnesses I spoke with, had, you know, waken up this morning and gone to jog as early as 4 o'clock this morning, and it was during that time that this accident might have occurred. It appears to be, you know, that Mohammed and others were hit by this 4-runner Jeep. And what we have been hearing is that the driver of this Jeep is a lady, and she escaped immediately after the incident. And it is around about 8 o'clock this morning that we saw ambulance here to remove the bodies. So it's been a wonderful time on behalf of the entire team at Spoon. My name is Yekezi Zwobel, and keep on following Spoon TV Live for more news, for more information about Liberia. Bye-bye.